Welcome back, everyone. Reghan Winkler is back with us today. She heads up the Better Business Bureau for our area. We're talking a little bit about getting us ready for the holidays and scams and those kind of things. Well, and I know we've talked about this before. When I think of scammers out there this time of year, it's got to run the gamut, everything from travel to shopping, right?
Yeah, all the scams come out during this season because everybody's on their own little wavelength. They're all getting everything together for all their family members.
Yeah, what's some of the biggest things we need to watch out for?
So last year and I think this year are going to be really good ones for the Amazon scams and the UPS or FedEx text message scams. Those are going to be some big ones. We've already started getting calls around here about those. And online, just fake ads in general.
Explain again how those Amazon and UPS ones work, because I'm pretty sure I got a couple of those last year, and I'll be honest with you, for a second I almost fell for it because it said something about they were trying to deliver a package, couldn't quite do it, needed us to verify some information. Is that how it starts?
Yeah, so for Amazon, they come in text messages and they send you a text saying, hey, there was a charge to your account sometimes with an absurd amount of money. Sometimes it's upwards of $2,000. Sometimes it's for like a new iPhone or a big purchase like that. And they'll say to check your account and they have a link there for you to click on. And what they're trying to do is for you to click on the link and they'll send you to a spoofed website that looks like it's Amazon, where they then will get you to type in your password to your Amazon account and then they'll have access to it. And then the UPS scam, it works similar. They'll send you a text saying, hey, we think you missed your package, track it here. And they'll send you a link to a website that looks just like UPS or FedEx. And there they'll ask you to type in your bank account information or credit card information to get you to move the purchase along in its path, even though you don't ever have to do that.
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I'm glad you brought that up because some people have asked me, well, how do we know if it's not UPS or Amazon? They won't contact you in that way or ask you for that kind of information?
Well, it depends on if you click that you want the text messages wherever you're making that purchase. So be sure to uncheck that if you don't want the checks or if you don't want the text messages. But a good way to just avoid those completely is to track your own packages, going directly to the site, making sure you're on the secure website or through the app, and you're going to your orders history and you're tracking them that way instead of following the links.
You brought up such a good point earlier about our head is not in things. We're thinking about parties and we're thinking about traveling and, oh my gosh, I got to get this gift. Is that what distracts us when we're traveling or shopping, that kind of thing? Is that one of the big things we got to keep in mind?
Yeah, absolutely. So it takes 1 second to click on a bad link. And when you're not thinking about where it's taking you and it looks legitimate, it's really easy to just put in that information quickly to try to get a problem resolved. So they're trying to catch you in the state of panic, especially during Christmas. You know, you don't want your packages to be late or you don't want to miss something. So scammers are using that as their tactic.
Any other things this time of year that really stand out for you guys that you're thinking, oh, we're going to start getting some of these calls coming in?
Yeah, so charity scams, a lot of times through social media all over, you see charities pop up that are national or some that look like they could be national or have very similar names. We see a lot of charities around this time popping up and just using similar lookalike names. And so the best way to avoid those is, one, to donate locally, and two, researching the company or the charity that you're looking for directly and making sure that you're on their official pages and sites. And if they ever call you, to ask them to send you information to your home. They'll send you mail where you can donate that way, and that's the best way to do it.
I know law enforcement's told us this, two things about when we're out shopping. One, if you do have packages delivered, maybe have them delivered to a safe place or a workplace or something like that. And if you're out shopping, go in groups, those kind of things. Are those some of the things that still hold true?
Yes, I absolutely agree. Anytime you're shopping, you know, it's always fun to have someone with you. So I always suggest bringing a buddy and always just making sure, you know, you have a list and you're keeping your car locked and having all your belongings close by is always a good rule of thumb. And then packages, I've gotten reports of people having their packages stolen. I know the Ring cameras, we see those videos all the time across social media, people snatching packages off your porch. Just be cautious and, you know, track your package yourself and then you'll know when it's getting delivered. And again, using your work or a safe place is always good too.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the key is to focus. It's tough to do this time of year, but thank you. We appreciate it so much. Good information.
Yep. Have a good holiday.
You too. Good talking to you. We'll be back right after this.